Welcome to this demo of safe deployments in Cloud Foundry using Spinnaker. What we are going to see is first a short mapping of Cloud Foundry concepts to those of Spinnaker, and deployment of an application using red-black strategy in Spinnaker. We make a small change and then we see the application changing, and then we roll it back with a one-click rollback. Coming to the concepts in Spinnaker, an account is a foundation in Cloud Foundry and also called an account in Spinnaker. A route in Cloud Foundry maps to a load balancer. A deployment maps to a server group. Spinnaker also allows multiple server groups to be grouped into a cluster. Space in an organization maps to a region. An application instance is the same as an application instance in Spinnaker. Alright, let's get started. You can see the pipelines here and infrastructure, which contains clusters and load balancer, and we can see the load balancer has different menu items, and then we have different options for resizing our clusters. So let's go back to our pipelines and let me click on configure. You can see that here is our configuration. It's set up for automatic triggering from Git, and here is our deployment. So let me click on edit here so we can see the definition for what we want to deploy on Pivotal Cloud Foundry. Quickly going through this one, account is the Pivotal account, and we select Pivotal here. Region is a combination of region and space. You can see organization and space in the terminology of Pivotal. Stack is only used for naming purposes. You can see the strategy here, the deployment strategy. We have none, Highlander, red black, and rolling red black. So we select red black here. There are different options we have available here that allow for defining how we want the red black deployment to happen. For the application, we define the location where to pick up the jar file from. Here we are deploying as you can see, Spring Music 1.0 jar, and we can also specify a manifest where you specify separate things such as memory, disk instances, build packs, routes. So here we have defined this as our root, and environment variables and additional services we want to bind to. So let's go back to the pipeline view, and in our story we have a request to change the color of the title bar. You can see the application deployed here, and this is our title bar for the Spring Music application that I have already deployed, and we are asked to change the color of this one. So let me go ahead and make a quick change and push it to Git, which should cause this pipeline to trigger again, and Spinnaker will deploy the newer version to Cloud Foundry using the red-black strategy that we have defined just now. So let me make the change here. So I have just conveniently kept this file open and also made a note of what I want to change, and we will change the color of the title bar. and we save this file and we do a really quick build. So we just make the change and push it to Git. Here we can see that our deployment is progressing. It takes a few minutes. At the bottom you can also see the new version has just come up and the old version is there. Let's also look at this root, see how it changes to the newer version, v001. We can see that the routing is also changing as we move to the updated version. Here we see the deployment is now complete. Let's take a quick look at what we have. Here is what has been deployed, and you can see that we have the application running and we have the different options here to roll back, resize, disable, and so on. And rollback is what we'll see shortly. Let's look at the load balancer. We see that this is our application. Let's open it and see, and we see that the color of the bar has changed. Turns out that this is not the color we wanted for the title, and we have a request to roll back at the earliest, and we can see how easy it is. We go to server group actions here and hit the rollback button, and you can see how the rollback happens. We can monitor, we can also give a reason, we can select which rollback option to give, and it will show what actions it's going to take. And we hit submit, and we can also see here at the bottom the rollback happening. Alright, you can see that rollback is now complete, and we can go back to our application and refresh it to see whether the rollback really happened, and we can see that we are back to the green title bar.